Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am on with a very special friend and teammate of mine, Monique Brown. She is an inspiration to many for many, many reasons. Um, First of all, she knows everything, basically. So we'll start there. Whenever I have any questions about anything, I know Monique is always going to know the answer. So I really appreciate that about you being a part of our network and a part of our community. Welcome, Monique. Thank you so much for being here. Do you want to say anything before we get started, or should I just start on in?
Oh, let's just do it. But thank you for the introduction. All
right, let's get started. So Monique has a very rich history in clinical type things. She is a retired pharmacist, correct?
Yes.
All right. She came to Plexus about 4 years ago, did a whole lot of research. Monique is one of those people that will sit there and watch and assess and research, and it has to be good within her soul before she was out there sharing. So to me, that speaks volumes about what we have, just the fact that Monique backs it the way that she does. And I'm so excited to share a little bit about that. So Monique, as a professional, what did you think about people in network marketing? Like, what is a misconception that you had about network marketing professionals?
Well, I think I used to have a very negative misconception about network marketing, and that even stems from I had tried network marketing about 20 years ago, and back then, I had to stock product, I had to sell product, I could have had parties, and honestly, the compensation plan wasn't very good, so you had to work really hard to earn an income. And I vowed that I never, ever, ever, ever would do network marketing again. But the reality is, with Plexus, joining Plexus as a wholesale ambassador, all it really means is that you get your products for the best price. So that's why I joined as a wholesale ambassador. I was never going to do this business. I have my entire family on the products, and I don't stock inventory. I truly just stock what we need. But then when I decided to work the business, because it truly is an amazing business, a misconception that I had is I didn't have belief in myself. I didn't think that I could be a successful network marketer. But the truth is, we can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Everybody can do this, because this business is truly about sharing your story, sharing your heart, sharing your passion, sharing your testimonial. So I just love, and I'm so excited about this ground floor opportunity that we have in Canada. With these Health Canada approved supplements, and y'all, that says a lot about our company, because Health Canada has some of the strictest guidelines in the world for natural health supplements. And so Plexus has been around since 2008, and it's just growing gangbusters, and it came into Canada just last year. So to be a pioneer in Canada with a ground floor opportunity is something that I am truly so excited about.
Absolutely. Monique is on my team, and every month when I look at our numbers, I'm like, there's Monique leading the charge in Canada. I just picture you with that Canadian flag just running in front of the running in front of the pack. There she is. That's one thing that I failed to mention is Monique is in Calgary. So Plexus is international. I mean, we are Plexus worldwide for a reason, and we're moving into new markets all the time. Australia is a new one that is hitting. So, I mean, little by little, we're going to be everywhere at some point.
Yes.
It's very exciting. So being so clinical minded and so science nerdy geeky, like we lovingly say, Is there an ambassador that you look up to in our business, whether you know them or not?
Mhm.
We have this incredible network and this incredible opportunity to friend and glean from ambassadors from all different lines. Like, you don't have to be in the same um, organization to get information from different ambassadors. So tell me, who is somebody that you look up to in this business? And everybody, y'all go follow them.
Oh no. Well, okay. There's um there's so many people that I look up to, so I didn't really want to give any names. So I'm going to give you two different scenarios. First of all of the healthcare professionals, because of my healthcare background, when I saw that there were so many healthcare professionals in Plexus, that was very reassuring to me. And when I've heard their story, they all started off as skeptics like I did, and we have become believers. So, there's so many nurses, physiotherapists, naturopaths, dietitians, other pharmacists, et cetera, so that was just very reassuring to me. I'll say Brooke Hemingway is somebody that I really love and adore her leadership. Another group of people, well, what I love about Plexus is that every jewel in this company is so unique, and they all have their own story. So some people got successful because they needed the financial opportunity maybe even more than they needed the health. And I just truly love that, because it inspires me that this opportunity appeals to everyone, the stay-at-home moms, the teachers, the realtors, the coaches, etc. It's not a one size fits all. Anyone can do this. Health and wellness is one of the fastest growing industries there is. And so to have the opportunity to combine these amazing products with this amazing opportunity is truly a blessing for everyone. So I'm sorry I didn't give any names, because there's just so many. Everybody's so different.
Yeah, I figured it would definitely be somebody from the health professional community. I know that you reference them often when we talk about different, Dr. So-and-so said, or,
Yes.
and so I knew that it was going to be something along those lines, and I was right.
Yes.
So we talked a little bit about belief, and it kind of leads to personal growth. So I would like to know, personal growth is a side benefit of this business. I did not go into this business thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to just sharpen my sword and become a better person. And I didn't have any of those thoughts. I just wanted to lose weight. Tell me, what is a strength that you've learned to possess as an ambassador with Plexus?
Well, one is a love of learning, because as we grow as a leader in this industry, we have to continuously learn. And for me, that's just so much more than learning about the products and the health, because you have to develop as a leader, as a business person, and you have to learn how to be an encourager, and how to communicate with the various personalities of people. So, I just really have a huge love of learning. I'm constantly doing webinars, listening to podcasts, and reading. I think it's very important to be a really good listener, to be positive and encouraging. And, I just care. I care so deeply about people. If I didn't earn another dime from sharing these products, I would still continue to share, because I have such a strong passion and belief in the products.
Yes, I'm there with you too. I've said that to my team many times. If I never once again make a dime, I've made an impact, and I know that.
Yes.
So it's very powerful when you think of it that way. So I know for me, there are many opportunities that come up where I go, gosh, I really wish I had Plexus then. Like thinking about, when our kids were little or when we were pregnant or,
Yeah.
tell me a time in your life that you wish you would have had access to these amazing products for whatever reason it may be.
Well,
When?
yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell you 4 different times.
Okay.
One is when I was a university student because of the stress that you go through during finals, being a student, just to stay healthy, keep the immune system boosted. I think that would have been such a valuable thing. And it's a big reason I have my kids on the supplements. Second is when I was pregnant. Oh my gosh, these would have been such a huge blessing. I was very swollen with my first pregnancy. I was at risk of preeclampsia, right? I had restless leg syndrome. There was the constipation. There was the fatigue. So to have these supplements to help with all of that would have been a blessing. As a nursing mom, I wasn't able to pump very easily, and we know that having better blood sugar regulation helps with helps the nursing mamas, so that's a great time. In my 30s and 40s, early 40s, when I was so busy, working and getting the kids to school, running all night with their activities, trying to cook healthy meals, keep the house afloat, I was tired. My energy was low. I was a poor sleeper. I had intense sugar cravings. I started holding on to weight in places that I never did before. So I wish that I would have had these products so much earlier. And then my last situation is something so totally different. In 2016, that was the most stressful year of my life. My parents were in very poor health, and I spent about 5 months of 2016 in Saskatchewan,
Which
off and on.
is about how far from home?
I was about 8 hours away from home. So, my mom was in the hospital a lot. My dad also had very poor health and he couldn't be alone. So I was there for them. And this was a time where I was under an immense amount of stress. And I felt that these products helped keep my mood afloat, stop me from maybe going into a very deep depression. I was able to sleep, and I needed to keep my immune system strong because both of my parents were immune compromised. On a business side, I was still able to work my business being 8 hours away from home. And it wasn't a priority. My parents were my priority, but I was still able to fit it in to the nooks and crannies and earn a residual income at a time when, had I still been working as a pharmacist, it would have been, how could I have ever left my job for 6 weeks at a time?
Absolutely.
Right.
I remember having conversations with you and you telling me that you were sitting right next to one of their hospital beds while you were working. Golly, this isn't supposed to be happening right now.
I know. Yeah.
But you were an only child, essentially, the only surviving sibling. So, you had to take that responsibility on, and blessed beyond measure to be able to still earn your income and be there for your family. That's what dreams are made of. Let's face it, we all want to be able to do that. So we're going to end here in just a minute because we know that time is precious and valuable, but I want you just to say a little bit, just tell your story a little bit, your health transformation. Kind of let us know where you started. I know you initially just really wanted weight loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, give us the breakdown.
Okay, well, when I initially started, I did start for weight loss and energy, and honestly believing that it would never work. But here's the thing, it did. It really did. And when my mom got diagnosed with cancer, that's when I started learning about the importance of gut health. So as the product started working for me, I got more and more entrenched in the science of gut health and nutrition and disease prevention. So yes, I also had some lab values that were less than ideal, and I had an elevated inflammatory marker, and I was showing some signs of insulin resistance. And we know that type 2 diabetes is in epidemic proportions in North America. So I knew that was my wake-up call, that I needed to start taking care of me, self-care, right? And I am so glad I did. So I committed. I said, you're going to commit 1 year to a healthy lifestyle.
Wow.
Yeah, as much, to that encompass nutrition, fitness, supplementation, and there's other things involved in wellness as well. But those were my 3 primary things that I said, this is going to be the year that I commit to consistency, because the only difference between me and somebody else who has had successful weight loss is that they remained consistent. And, I am so thankful that I did. I had so many non-scale victories. And that's what truly kept me consistent with the products. I started sleeping amazing for the first time in years. I lost my sugar cravings. My energy changed. My hormones bounced. And my skin, my hair, my nails, all of that got better. My mood, I was always a pretty happy person, but just like a lower stress level. And I just feel better today in my early 50s than I did in my 30s and 40s. And I say that from a genuine heart.
That's incredible. I've been so honored to walk on this journey with you and to see all of these changes happen before my eyes. We're talking about all of those things plus a 60+ pound weight loss. So
yeah,
great job. And I love how you committed to a full year. Like, so often we hear from people and they're like, okay, I'll give it a month. Well, what does a month do? Like, we really need to commit. If we're going to do it, let's do it. So I'm so glad that you did that, because how long did it take you to actually start with the weight loss piece? How long did that take?
That did not happen right away for me. It was actually, I was much slower than a lot of people. Some people do have that immediate success, but I had so many other things that were out of balance in my body. So the weight loss started happening around month 5 and 6, and just went from there. And I'm going into my 4th year of taking these products, and I still continue to see the benefit. Another huge thing, this is something that I think is so important for people to know, is what a blessing these products have been to my immunity. I have not had one single cold or illness in the last 4 years.
Wow.
Touch wood, right? That is not coincidence. That is how important our gut health is, and how quality supplementation and our diet is. So truly believe that we have to be our own healthcare advocate, and health and wellness it's important to everybody. The diet that we have today does not have the nutrients that it did 20 years ago. No. We are exposed to toxins and chemicals every single day. So we need to be detoxing our body as efficiently as we can. And so much disease, it starts off as small little things, those little wake-up calls that we are ignoring. And then they often turn into bigger things. So we have to really focus on prevention. So that is my goal. I want to inspire everybody, focus on being your best and healthiest you.
Absolutely. And you're no hermit. You don't stay at home. You're out and about. You're out at the gym. You're out with girlfriends, out shopping. It's not like, oh, you haven't gotten sick because you're just pent up in your house. No, you're out.
Yeah.
You have a very social life. So, it speaks volumes for what these products have done. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. I've loved getting a chance to sit down with you. We talk all the time, but face-to-face and live is a treat. So I thank you so much, Monique.
Oh, you're so welcome. My honor.
Good night, everybody. We hope that you've gotten some value here. We will be back next week with a new host and a new guest, and we hope that you will join us.